It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we're on the road to the Super Bowl. Today, it's an exciting battle of NFC teams between the San Francisco 49ers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The Hallis Trophy and a date at the Super Bowl await one of these teams as we begin the NFC Championship game. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. Here's Josh Jacobs getting his first look on the ground. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Kate, if that first play is any indicator, this offense is going to have one heck of a field day. I'm talking a big chunk of yards on the ground and some big-time confidence, too.
Going to the ground again on first. And he's able to get it past midfield and down on the 49er side. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
What's up? On 2nd down, Jacobs. And they nearly picked up the first down with that effort. Ball advances to the 45-yard line.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
First down, here's Baker. And it falls incomplete. Went for the deep ball there, but just couldn't connect. Went for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive, and early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
Wow, and he's about as close to the first as you can get, partner. Down to the 31, but didn't get it since 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker, and that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
180! Hey, alert 33! What's up?
Mayfield looking to throw on his 3rd and 1. Got a man, that's Nakua. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Pick up a 5 on that play, and the Bucs have the first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Running on first here with Jacobs. And he's brought down by a collective effort there, only 1 yard on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
20!
Baker now from the gun. Nothing doing there as the 2nd down pass falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, so they're left facing 3rd and long.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
3rd down, here's Mayfield. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete.
We see this all the time. The number one thing you see NFL defenses do to try to force that 4th down, gets down coverage. Put your cover guys on the field. Let the boys up front cut it loose with pressure, and let the cover guys go shut it down.
And that That one is not where he needed it to be. It is off and no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, there's certainly never, ever a guarantee from that distance, but that's one you'd expect to be in your kicker's range. You hate to have a drive come away with nothing, but that's exactly what happened.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. There's the intensity we expect in the playoffs. The defense going big play hunting, and they get him behind the line.
And it's not just some quarterbacks, Brock, you already got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock him backwards.
On the shotgun, it's Jones. He's got his man. That's Alec Pierce. And they are all the way across midfield before he's brought down. Give him 24 yards on that one. And that gives the 49ers the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here's Walker running right. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackle made by Von Miller.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Pass is caught, it's T.J. Hawkinson. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All set to go now from the 35.
Walker on first down. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up second and 5. We're 1 quarter into deciding who's going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. Couple of zeros on the board right now. More from Raymond James Stadium coming up after the break. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They're advancing it well as they face second down. Has him on the quick hitter. Running in the red zone. And he's taken out as he brings it down towards the 10. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, first and 10.
Walker running to the right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. I mean, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11.
Has it down close. But he's right up next to that first down. Doesn't quite get there. Gain of 9. That brings up third and short.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Walker trying to run for the first. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The 49ers get the game's first points here in the second. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown.
So the first lead of our game goes to our visitors, Brock, and I know it is very early, but tough not to have that word upset at least start to creep into your mind just a bit.
You go into someone else's building in the playoffs, this place has been juiced. They have been so hyped to get to this game. Yeah, and the odds certainly in the home team's favor, but you go out and score, touchdown on the opening drive, you level it a whole bunch.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Jacobs gets it to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
180.
Here's Baker to throw. Has it to his back. Here's Josh Jacobs. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Baker now off the play fake. Completed left side to Smith. And they get this down to the 28. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's a middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
He takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. And you feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers can tie it up in the 2nd after cutting into the lead. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with. And when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
To return, Jerome Ford. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, here's Jones. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
3rd and 2, Jones. He's throwing deep to the left side. It connects on the deep shot. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards and a 1st down when all is said and done.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal. We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Just need 2 more yards that they couldn't get on that last play. Here's 1st and goal. Walker gets in. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. Dicker's extra point is up and good. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Buccaneers 7. Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. So it goes for a touchback. Let's see what they decide. To do with the time they've got remaining here.
35-yard line.
First and 10 now with all of 15 seconds left to utilize in this half.
180! What's up?
From the gun, Mayfield. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the 49ers might be able to get some points late after the interception.
Well, that defense got a little something extra after the pick, and any return is normally a product of good coaching. They drill this all the time on the practice field about becoming a runner, finding the near sideline, your defensive players becoming blockers. And I know it doesn't show up as a 10 return yards on the stat sheet, but boy, every yard's important and critical in the game of football.
No luck finding his receiver that time, and it's going to be second down.
Cameron Dicker on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. The Hallis Trophy awaits one of these teams, partner. Just a half to go as we're off in the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. '49ers to the line. First and 10. The third quarter's going to start with a run by Walker. We're working a couple yards past the line. It was Tyrell Johnson with the tackle.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Play action now with Jones. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
Jones now on 3rd down. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Begins his return at the 16. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At the
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Mayfield will look to throw. Into a crowd and intercepted. Trayvon Merrick has it. And the 49ers will set up just a little bit shy of the 40 following the tackle.
First and 10.
Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who senses the need for a splash play and delivers.
Short pass brought in. On the move, past the 40. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. Give him 24 on that play. And that means it'll be first down, San Francisco.
24-yard gain on the play. And a 49er first down.
Jones going deep here for the end zone. And he will score. It's a San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers parlay the interception into points. Nico Collins with the touchdown. Dicker tacks on the extra point. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead.
Buccaneers 7. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. First and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
Second down, Mayfield to pass. Catch made right side by Nakua. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. A pickup of 17, and that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. Well, I've always wanted to ask this, and this feels like the perfect moment, Brock. Is there ever a time where a quarterback feels intentional grounding is actually worth it?
No. I don't think so. Not for your team, not for your play caller, not for your coach, not for the game situation. There really isn't a time. You've got to find an outlet, somewhere to throw that ball away safely.
Regular. What's that?
Mayfield now from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
180! Kings! That.
Third and long, Mayfield. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
Kate, it has been a tough slog for them to keep up at any point in this game. And failing to convert on that third down, yet another symptom of the overall illness of the day.
Fourth and forever coming up. Once more, it's Mayfield. That's cut beyond the marker. And he is down to the 30-yard line. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 30. That's good for a first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Stop.
Baker throwing again. To the left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Puka Nacua, the target on that throw. So it's going to be 3rd and short coming up. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards to reset the downs. Catch is made in close. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. Extra point attempt coming up. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Buccaneers cut the lead down to 10.
Niners 24, Buccaneers 14.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Now Jones. Completed to his running back. He's a little bit up to the 21. That's Antoine Winfield Jr. up to make that play.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Play fake, Jones. He's got London left side. Quick rally to the catch by the defense, stopping the gain at the 33. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
1st down now, ball at the 33. Operating from the gun, it's Jones. Into the hands of his running back, Walker. And he's taken down, but he's got it to the 29. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper, shredding the slopes, or dude shredding a defense just like that.
This is a heater going deep. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So that brings up 2nd down. Jones gonna throw again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's gonna be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Nico Collins with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Baker now from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Second down now. They need 7.
Good. 180. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Nakua here. He's got it. That's a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. It's a Puka Nakua touchdown.
I know you got to mix your looks defensively. You just can't play all zone coverage, and sometimes you got to play man-to-man. But with the receiver, with that kind of speed, that is scary, and he just made him pay.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. Just a quarter left before one of these teams punches its ticket to the Super Bowl. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot.
So first down from the 41.
Running left, here's Walker. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Kid, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Here he goes, 3rd and long.
Taking a shot deep here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Tendencies tend to show themselves, Kate, and really come to life on 3rd downs. Right? They want to go to their best receiver. Defense knows it. They know that tendency. They double it, and they make the play.
And he's brought down before the return gets far.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
And off to Jacobs to start the drive. Nothing doing here as he only manages the arm.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Looking for his wide receiver there. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
And 9 yards to go.
3rd and long for him here.
That's caught for the first.
And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line.
They get 27 on the play.
And the Bucs have the first.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st and 10, it's Mayfield. Put the body on the line for his team. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
At the 22-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
Sticking in the air, here's Mayfield. interception. And the 49ers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie. Right, just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his third interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
First and 10 now. Here's Jones. He's going to loft this deep down the left sideline.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
This is Walker on second.
Finds a small seam. That's good for 5. Make it third down.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Third down, Jones to throw. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. First and 10 from the 32.
And the 49er first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They go play fake with Jones. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Jesse Bates in to pick it off. And the Buccaneers have some new life in the fourth.
Jones pass.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave...
Oh no, the ball is loose. And that's 49ers football.
Hey, Kate, these last few minutes make me want to look away. A really rough series of events here for an old retired quarterback to watch.
Wish you could see him up here. All these turnovers not doing it for you, partner?
Well, the interception, I mean, start there. But immediately then fumbling the ball right back over, that's none too good either. And they know they just fumbled away a critical opportunity.
Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. On the shotgun, it's Jones. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. Motioning one of the tight ends. On third down, Walker. Looks like they get about 4 out of it, but not close to the first. That brings up 4th down.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. 49ers holding a 10-point lead. Punting unit out now. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And he can't find anything as he goes out of bounds. Nothing on that return.
At their own 32-yard line.
Bucs to the line. First and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Forced out to his right. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot.
He's got it at the 30.
And they're going to have it all the way down near the 25.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
3. What's up?
1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers cut it to a field goal game. So with less than a minute and a half to play, they must recover this onside effort. And the 49ers are able to cover the kick. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. Well, that's going to do it, Brock. They recover the kick and now can just run out that clock unimpeded.
Yeah, no timeouts on the opposing sideline. Give some credit to the hands team right there. Got the job done. And now as an offense, the greatest formation in the history of football. You know what that is, Kate?
Line it up, boys.
The victory formation.
No timeouts remaining here, partner, so they can just run out this clock. Line up the design keeper. So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. Conference champions. A heck of an achievement, Brock. A heck of an achievement in the face of a lot of doubts from everyone outside of their building all season long.
Yeah, they're going to enjoy lifting up this George Halas trophy today. But let's all remember, when we go into those facilities, Kate, and we watch practice, they don't put up banners of conference champions. They put up banners of world champions.